Love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love, 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 love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love, love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love, love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love, 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 love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love, love is what we are made of. Love is what we belong to. Love is our deepest prayer. Love is our deepest prayer. Love is our deepest prayer. my day. Open my heart to live your way. Teach me to hear your voice. Open my mind to the freedom of choice. Spirit, guide my day. Open my heart to live your way. Teach me to hear your voice. Open my mind to the freedom of choice. Spirit, guide my day and open my heart to live your way. Teach me to hear your voice. Open my mind to the freedom of choice. To the freedom of choice. Spirit, guide my day. Open my heart to live your way. Teach me to hear your
Good morning, Napa Valley Center for Spiritual Living. So good to have you in the room, in the house, as well as you online. A special welcome to all those who are tuning in on YouTube or Facebook. We always love having you join us today. Such an exciting day today. I'm Reverend Jay, and if you don't know, I'm going to introduce Georgia Davis here. Georgia Davis is a ministerial intern practitioner, and when I asked her if she wanted to do the talk or the music today, she said yes. So let's start out with some music, Georgia, okay?
Thank you, Reverend Jay. Go ahead, Phil. And you guys know this one, so please sing it with me. I know you know it better than I do. Right? You know this one. Sorry, I'm trying to sing it low. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. See, I go too high, you guys go low. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. Sorry, trying to bring it down for you. All you need is love. There you go. All you need is love. Everybody now. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know. See, I'm waking up this morning. Are you guys awake online? I hope you're singing out there. We have a small group today, but I know you have powerful voices and you can help me along. All you need is love. All you need is love. I love those trumpets out there. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. And there's nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. Who found it? All you need is love. Everybody now. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Keep going. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Keep those trumpets going. All you need is love. Love. And love is all you need. Love is all you need. Yesterday. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love is all you need. 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 Harmonize. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. And love is all you need. 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 Keep that earworm going. Love is all you need. Love is all we need. Love is all I need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. You never know how long the song goes. Love is all you need. 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 You can cut it, Phil. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The song is designed, when the vinyls would just keep going and going, or worse yet, the 8 tracks that would go. I know you don't know what those are, Georgia, but
Vaguely.
so good to have everybody here today. Let's give Georgia a round of applause. We like to begin each service with our vision and mission statement. So if you'll look on the screen at home or here, we read together, "We are an inclusive community for spiritual growth and compassionate action." And our mission statement, "We are co-creating a world that works for everyone by living intentionally, loving unconditionally, and seeing God in all people and all faiths." A glorious affirmation for us on this weekend that is, let me see, it's Olympics, Super Bowl, Valentine's Day weekend, President's Day weekend, Black History Month, just a number of things, probably more than that. But above all, it's just a glorious celebration of Spirit within us this morning. Right where you are, we know Spirit is, and we're just grateful for you being a part of this community that seeks to create a world that works for everyone. Before Georgia just takes over the whole service, I wanted to give you a few announcements. First of all, I'm just feeling distant from the people that are online, and of course this pandemic has gone on much longer than we thought it would. We're starting to see it slowing down, and hopefully it'll go away forever, or at least to a manageable level. But until then, I'm feeling like there's people that are on Zoom that I'm not connecting with. So we're going to start on second and fourth Sundays. On first and third Sundays it should be. That's actually wrong. I just realized because we're trying to do it when the Spanish-speaking services aren't. So it's first and third Sundays. But today is the exception because of the Valentine's Day weekend. We're going to have the Zoom and we're going to play a little game. We're also going to meet out in the courtyard for people who are in person. So we're going to start at noon, and we can have a discussion both online and in person. And what we're going to do is kind of play a little game. Being Valentine's Day, we're going to put people on Zoom into little small groups and call it a platonic date. And the people that are here in person will group together too, just to get to know each other. And that's part of the disconnection. Sometimes I feel several people who are choosing to be on Zoom long term, or you're in a different area of the state or out of state. We just want to make sure to include you in those discussions. So we're looking forward to doing that after the service today. There's a link online that's given to you in your chat box. It'll also went out on email, and it'll go out on email and text towards the end of this service to look at it again. And then this is also the Sunday of the second of the Spanish-speaking service. That is starts at 12:30. If you're interested in that, whether you're at home or here in person, we'll send out the Zoom link on that also. Now, it's also here in person. So, come and enjoy the service right here at 12:30, just after this service, or you can catch it online, and we'll send those links out as well. That's every second and fourth Sunday. We have those Spanish-speaking services. And then also, there's a way to bring peace to your neighborhood with our traveling peace pole. The fundraising committee is inviting you to sign up to bring it to your yard, to your neighborhood, and we'll bring it to you. Or you can pick it up yourself, but you sign up ahead of time, and then you become part of this fundraising. It's suggested donation of $100. It's negotiable, but that's a suggested donation, and you can spread peace to your neighborhood. This is Harris and Johanna in front of their house, and Nicole in front of her house, so you can put it wherever you want to at your house, and we'll help you get it there wherever you want. It's actually pretty light. It weighs like maybe 10 pounds at the most, so it's pretty light. It's hollow and portable. And then also the fundraising committee and the board of trustees wants to make sure that you save the date for May 14th, which is our 4th annual Sip and Savor. It's hard to believe, but this year the theme is celebrating compassionate action in Napa Valley. So we'll be honoring people who have been a part of this compassionate action in all of Napa Valley, and we're still doing the savoring food and the wine tasting and the auction we have. It's a great event to have out in our courtyard. So make sure and mark your calendars May 14th, and you'll hear more about that in time to come. And then this is still Black History Month that we're celebrating. This is the second week of it. And I just wanted to say, since I'm not going to give much more time up here, so trying to squeeze in what I have to say.
People are.
But I just want to talk about our history more than last week. I kind of talked about New Thought history, how we have been open and affirming and inclusive from our very inception. But I also want to say something about our connection with what is called the Liberation Theology, which we're part of. But it's a bigger circle than what we call New Thought, which is like Unity and Centers for Spiritual Living Religious Science. And Liberation Theology is one of just talking about how to be free. It's not about damnation or hell. It's about ways that we can be free. And there's a number of Black ministers who were raised and preached actually in the damnation part of heaven and hell, and then they begin to get aware of the oneness of all life, and there really was no hell, as well as their own intersection of not only being Black, but being gay, lesbian, transgender, or other kinds of intersection, and we became a home for them. Not that they became Centers for Spiritual Living, but we developed affiliations with those people because we wanted to make sure that they had a way to have a living in preaching and teaching oneness. And it started a new type of religion, and it's called Metacostal. Metacostal is metaphysical Pentecostal. Never thought that would exist, right? But Yvette Flunders, that's the minister in Oakland, started an organization of affiliating ministers who were transitioning from conservative Christian churches into open and affirming and liberating and one of oneness, and we have made partnerships with them, gave them places when they didn't have their own church, gave them places to speak, like Carlton Pearson and other people, and so we've made this partnership with traditional Black churches that when they have this awakening of oneness in all life, that they still have a livelihood and a platform to do their teaching and preaching. So I'm happy we've been able to do that. And we don't need everybody to be a member of Centers for Spiritual Living. We do want to encourage this message, spiritual principles of oneness and unity, to be taught worldwide. So we always want to make partnerships with them. And then just to know that we are always accepting prayer requests, either online. There's a paper out in the lobby that you can fill out a prayer request. Practitioners will meet with you after the service here if you want a short affirmative prayer, because we always want to be here to support you. And if you need to know any other things about the Peace Poll or about anything else, about upcoming events, please go to our website, nvcsl.com, and you get all the information you might ever want, and more, probably. So with that said, I just appreciate everybody being here on this beautiful February Sunday. If this is the first time you're with us or the first time in a while, we welcome you. We always love having people here, and we love having you online. It's a celebration of life itself. And now we'll go to the contemplative part of our service, and it's all yours.
Thank you, Reverend Jay. So as we go into this contemplative part of our service, I just welcome you to close your eyes if you feel so comfortable. And when we're finished, we're going to take a very deep breath. So if you could just hold applause, all those, they're not necessary, because we're going to change to this part in our service. So I'm going to sing a song that I wrote, and it's a chant, and there's just no music with it. So you're welcome to sing if you know it. I doubt, but you can sing the response, and you can take it in if not. And remember that the I is the constant forever I, that is me, that is you. So here we go. I am called here. I am called here. I am called here by love. the response. I am called here. I am called here. I am called here by love. I belong here. I am strong here, pulled along here by love. I belong here. I am strong here, pulled along here by love. Right here, right now, I hear your call. Right here, right now, I hear your call. I am called here. I am called here. I am called here by love. I am called here. I am called here. I am called here by love. Standing right here in this space of love, calling and being called to by this divine source, sometimes called love, sometimes called God, Spirit, the divine, peace, beloved. Whatever name your heart calls it is the right one, even the one. So standing here in this moment of deep, deep love, of sharing voice together and time together, I claim and proclaim that as we move forward in this time, that we are all connected in harmony perfectly. And this time is consecrated as already divine, already moving into this perfect flow that there is no fighting against. It just takes us along. Knowing that this is already what's happening, I just let this word go and say, and so it is. And since Rumi had the best poems, I invite you to keep your eyes closed if you'll feel comfortable and listen to his words. Lose yourself. Lose yourself in the love. When you lose yourself in this love, you will find everything. Lose yourself. Lose yourself. Do not fear this loss, for you will rise from the earth and embrace the endless heavens. Lose yourself. Lose yourself. Escape this earthly form, for this body is a chain and you are its prisoner. Smash through the prison wall and walk outside with the king and princes and queens. Lose yourself. Lose yourself at the feet of the glorious king. When you lose yourself before the king, you will become the king. Lose yourself. Lose yourself. Escape the black cloud that surrounds you. Then you will see your own light as radiant as the moon. Now enter that silence. This is the surest way to lose yourself. What is your life about anyway? Nothing but a struggle to be someone. Nothing but a running from your own silence. And I welcome you to move your toes a little bit. Move your fingers a little bit. Take a breath. Slowly and gently open your eyes. As we come back to the room from losing ourselves to love. Ooh. I'm supposed to have a song here, but it's pretty fast. And I might just go into the talk, is what I'll do. Because we're here to talk about love today. All kinds of love. And so I want you to join Team Love. Since it's, the... Ooh, it takes a minute. Since today is the Super Bowl, and I love love, and I love costume changes during talks. And keeping your attention, because you know what? That's how we can keep your attention a little bit. I welcome you here today if you're new. If you've never met me, I'm Georgia Davis. I've been a practitioner at the Center for Spiritual Living in Santa Rosa since 2015, and I have been a ministerial student since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm so graciously serving as a ministerial intern here with Reverend Jay and with all of you. I will shortly be a member here, but I am now a practitioner here. And I'm so glad that you've come to be with me today online and in person because I love talking about love. That's my ministry. How can we be the love in the world that we want to see, starting right with us? Because how can we have that love for anybody, anything, until we start here? And, we believe the divine is right here. So I wanted to start talking about divine love. And although we have a title for today, my title is Love Everything, Everyone, Everywhere, No Exceptions. Ernest Holmes talked about denying things, and I believe that no exceptions is such an important thing to say when you talk about everyone, everywhere, everything. Because it's so easy to say, well, not here. I'm imperfect this way and this way and this way and this way. But I'm just going to tell you that you were called here by love, as I said, because otherwise you would not be here in this perfect form, in this perfect life, in this perfect beingness that only you can be. There's no way that we can, even compare to anybody. And that's what I talk about, divine love. When we put it all together, we all equal this one thing. And sometimes I call it God, and I know that's a hard word for some people, but I really do connect with that word love. And, speaking of which, sometimes it's hard for me to wear this shirt because then I feel, the divine will come and say, oh, really, how deeply can you love? You're wearing that sign, and there's a lot of learning to be had when we talk about divine love. So anyway, before I move on, I'll just let you know, I'm going to talk about divine love, defining our love, because that was a big step for me, defining love for myself, unlimited love, and self-love as divine love. That's an important part for me. So I was working on this talk. Oh yeah, I made a little graphic. I was working on this talk and I was thinking about, I had gone to Costco and I purchased some flowers for myself. And I'm driving home and I'm thinking about today. And I was thinking about how, it's really a common theme. I don't know in the world, but I know for me as an American, it's a really common theme that love at its most elevated form is romantic sexual love. But I've really come through this journey to find that it's not true, that really divine love is the most elevated love that there can be, that in, through, and everything. But we've been sold a story, go all the way back to Shakespeare and Romeo and Juliet, that the story is not only is romantic love the highest form, but it's painful, destructive, and can make you go crazy. And so, where is it that we say, okay, destructive, crazy, painful is a great thing? Well, don't believe that's true. I mean, I think that goes along with, the old idea that we need to martyr ourselves for a God. Maybe that we need to martyr ourselves for love. But I don't adhere to that anymore. But it took me a time in my life, a lot of journey in my life. Yeah, I'll tell you, people think I'm younger, but I just turned 50. And I was married for 20 years. So I was in that marriage. I was actually in that, I was married for 18 years. I was in a relationship from the time I was 16 to the time that I was 36. Those are really formative years. And I'll tell you, until I got out of that relationship, I had no idea I had some really weird ideas about love. Because, I came through some amazing people who came through some amazing people, but there are those lessons that are learned. I love that one about the roast. You guys know that one about the roast pan? If you don't know it, there's this old story, and it's about how in this family, they always cut the end off the roast until the grandma goes, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Well, we always cut the end off the roast. That's how we cook a roast." And she said, "No, that is because my pan never fit the roast." And you're still cutting that dang roast without knowing. So I think that for me, love was like that roast. I kept doing it the same way somebody had modeled for me, not even told me. And so I had some very unhealthy ideas of what love was. Like I said, we see it in our media. We hear it in all kinds of stories. There's that whole thing of aching for love. Well, I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to ache for love. It's already aching for you. That divine love that is constantly present. Because to me, divine love is like walking outside, and yeah, I'm inside a lot nowadays. So walking outside and you hear the birds singing, and with the right intention and attention, you can say, the universe is singing me a love song through that bird, and only I can hear it just the way that I hear it. Now that's love to me. You can go outside and you can go, wow, there's blue skies. And even though there's some clouds, it's beautiful. And you know what? The universe is giving me this gift right now because I'm experiencing it. That's love to me. And you know what? Sometimes I go out to the grocery store just to be around people, I'll tell you, because I've been home a lot. And interacting with the cashier, joking around with people, There's the universe coming to meet me where I'm at, to bring me just the right words and just the right person, to love me in a very specific way. And I invite you to have that same intention and attention to the divine love that is constantly given to you, because there are those times that the birds aren't singing and the clouds are gray and everybody's frowning, And that's when I have to reach inside me and know that that divine love is already present. It's really not outside of me anywhere. And I'm the one who brings it with me when all those things are happening. And to know that even though things don't look the way I think they should, that the divine is loving me through this somehow. That to me is what we call faith. When the circumstances and the conditions seem not present for our optimal loving life, that sometimes we have to wait, or sometimes there's something to learn. But that doesn't mean we always have to wait. It doesn't mean we always have to learn, and it doesn't always have to be hard. Because I'll tell you, that's something I had to learn. Luckily I've had a lot of good mentors, wonderful mentors and ministers that I adore. And one of them is Reverend Ruth Barnhart from Santa Rosa. Sorry, I always just call her Reverend Ruth, so I was like, what's her last name? And she's from the South, and she goes, "Oh, honey. Oh, honey, you think that learning has to be so hard. It's not true." So I'm here to remind you of that, because the divine love doesn't want you to have to learn the hard way. I let go of that a long time ago. Don't have to learn the hard way. So, I even brought my own Gatorade, because it is Team Love Day. So, it's important to me to remember, like I said, I'm going to go back to my bouquet. So if love is like a rose, romantic love, the red rose, right? You can get a dozen roses, and they look beautiful. But nowadays, they don't smell very good, do they? And they sometimes don't last very long. But, often in a bouquet, you'll get stock, which is a weird name for a plant, but it smells really good. I don't have any in here. Or daisies or carnations. And that, to me, is about gathering love everywhere. Because the part I didn't say about learning how to love after my marriage in a different way is that I found, I will cry a lot because to me, this is how I feel. I cry through it. When I was coming out of that marriage, I found the Centers for Spiritual Living, and I found Al-Anon, which is for people who are friends and family of alcoholics. And what I always say is in Al-Anon, I learned how to love. And at the Center for Spiritual Living, I learned how to be loved. Those are two very different distinctions. In Al-Anon, I would collect all kinds of hugs. I would listen to everybody's stories. I would learn through their difficulties and know that, thank God, I didn't have to have all of them, but I could still learn from them. And when I was at the Center for Spiritual Living, it took me a few years, but I got into the One Heart Choir. That's how I started singing, really. And I could go to the One Heart Choir and write them songs and sing them, and they would just beam at me and love me up, and I learned how to take in all that love, because it's a really important part. Because people, I'll tell you, if you're sitting here, you're hearing my voice, and anybody who's not hearing my voice, there are 20 people, there are probably hundreds or maybe thousands of people who love you very deeply. Just like you love so many people you don't talk to every day. But, you might think of them, and they're in your heart. People who aren't in their bodies anymore, you think of them, and they're in your heart. There are people who love you like that, and we forget. We forget that we are so loved, so deeply and richly loved, because we don't see it every day. They're not on the phone every day. They're not writing us every day. So I challenge you right now, and you online too. Feel that love that you're feeling right now when you remember. You're remembering right now how many people you love. You probably couldn't even name them all. All those people love you and more. And that love is constantly present. That's the love of the bouquet that you have made for yourself, that you have gathered. Because romantic love is not the highest love. It is the love of the divine, of that gathering of all of this. Our time together, your friends, your family, people you've met in the grocery store, people you've taught something to, people who have helped you. You have helped them. That is the love you've planted. Gather those flowers. Hold them with you all the time, not just on Valentine's Day. But that's what it takes. It takes intention, thinking about it. Attention, knowing that that love is right there and being that love. It's one of the things that I learned in Al-Anon is don't give advice. Okay, sometimes I have to give advice in my position now. But I try really hard not to give advice because then people think they should listen to it. But I had a friend who called me yesterday, and they're having a hard time in their relationship. And the advice I gave them was, you love that person. Don't talk to them until you are coming from love. That love that you have for them, that love you will always have for them. Because I had a moment this year. I have been apart from my ex-husband for 14 years now. And our wedding anniversary is the day before my birthday. That was really smart when I was 19. Well, I was doing it for the health insurance, and I got it. So anyway, no, I loved my ex-husband. Actually, I love my ex-husband in a different way. And this year, as I was planning my birthday, turning 50 and thinking about that, I had a thought of my wedding anniversary. And it was the first year ever that I didn't think, I wasn't sad, I wasn't angry. I didn't have any of those emotions I wouldn't want to have. I thought fondly of my time with my ex-husband. And that's the kind of love I'm talking about, the kind of love that forgiveness comes from, and, all the good juice that we want to have. That kind of love. But you know what? It's complicated. Feelings are complicated. And sometimes it's hard to have that kind of love and not be with that person or not be in relationship, even if they're friends. I have friends I love. It's not healthy for me to be in relationship with them. But that's why I'm going to skip ahead and talk about self-love a little bit. I am experiencing in my life right now that I need to love myself more than people I love. It's hard and painful. And that's one of the things I did learn in Al-Anon, is that I need to love myself the most. It's not a selfish thing. And if you can think about the divine is who I'm loving in me, it doesn't have to be a martyring thing or any of that. You can love yourself the most. There's tons of stuff, like I think in the Bible, that says put God first before yourself. Well, if God is me, and it's something you have to practice. I had a situation that happened with my family. We had to have a break in relationship. We're back together now. But there was a point where my oldest sister said that I was acting like an a-hole. I'll just say that. And sometimes I do. I am a human being. But when I looked back at it and when we discussed it, to someone who doesn't have boundaries, who doesn't take care of themselves, someone who is taking care of themselves can seem like an a-hole because they're not doing it for themselves. So if we all give ourselves permission to love ourselves the most, we can actually love people better. We can love life better. We can come from that really defined place of caring for ourselves. Such an important thing in this time, because when we meet people on the street, it can be scary. This pandemic has really scared us a lot. So, meeting somebody on the street, if you come all loved up, you can smile under your mask, and they can see it in your eyes, you know that. You can see it in somebody's eyes when they're loving you up. And you know what? Even if they don't see it, they can feel it, because we are all connected. It's been proven in physics that we are all connected. You could look back at genealogy and they show we are all connected. So the very air that is touching me, the very sound that is going into this microphone, that is going into that camera, that is going to the people at home, we are connected. Even if you think of electricity as energy. So I challenge you to love yourself like that. Like you are the divine, that you are, well, we can say worshiping, because I say worshiping in a way that is not giving up ourselves. Just like losing yourself to love. That's not losing yourself in a way that is harming. That's losing yourself into that divine flow of everything, where everything is available. Where instead of having those opportunities that the divine is going, here, take this, instead of saying, no, that's not right for me right now. No, that's not the right job. That's not the right person. That we can go, well, let's see where this goes. Where is the divine taking me? Because that, for me, is what faith is about. I hope that's what faith is about for you, because when I am afraid, if I step into faith, it is so much easier. I mean, you see me doing my first Sunday day talk. I've done a Sunday night talk before in Santa Rosa. You think this wasn't scary for me? But when you think it wasn't scary for me to say, oh yeah, I'll do the music too. My mentor is Melissa Felipe, and I've been a massage therapist for a long time, and I was giving her a massage yesterday. She's probably watching this. And, her and Z Egloff do that. They do music and talks. And so when I told them, because they were both listening, Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? They were all excited. I was all excited. And I got like so excited I was forgetting what I was doing. Now that is a different thing than being so scared you can't move or talk. But in my faith and what I have learned is that God is speaking through me, not in that way that I am the everything, but I am a part of the everything. And I am in this flow. And no matter what I say, no matter what these words are, there's something you're feeling if I have the right intention and attention. And I keep saying that because that's what kept coming to me. Where is my intention and where is my attention? Because the more I focus on love, the more I focus on what's really important, I can let go of the rest. I can let go of those things that are difficult. I can let go of that challenge of putting myself above a loved one because it's unhealthy for me. It's hard. But I got the shirt on today, So Spirit said, yep. Yep. Because one of my favorite movies, if you've ever seen it, is, that one with Morgan Freeman, Almighty Bruce Almighty. And so there's a part where they're in the restaurant, and, God is wearing this name tag that says Almighty, which is one of my favorites. And Bruce says, I prayed for, what was it, wisdom or something like that, And God says, well, if you pray for wisdom, you're not just going to get wisdom, you're going to get an opportunity to learn how to be wise, just like love. If we say we're ready for love, all that needs to be removed, clean, polished up, or brought up is going to show up. So if we hold that intention of God is doing something for me, God is loving me, the universe, let me use some other words, the universe is loving me, love is here for me, then I don't have to make it wrong and say, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that, and it's because I thought this, because we got to watch that whole thing of, well, what was in your consciousness, right? There's only one consciousness. That consciousness is having us. So sometimes there's stuff that comes up that's challenging. So I wanted to talk a little bit about unlimited love. So I think you already got that feeling that we have access to unlimited love. But I want to talk about, because we're talking about pride, and we're talking about people of color, and it's the same kind of thing. I'll tell you, I have people in my family who are of the letters, as they say, LGBTQ, and I have some other love shirts that are for those things. And when that happened, when I was told all the stuff that is in my consciousness, that, is in the way of that, came up, and I was really surprised. I grew up near San Francisco. My mom had gay friends. I have a cousin who is, bi and all that stuff. But for me, when it was as close as my immediate family, I should say, a child, because I have to respect that person, there were all those worries for them. But where's my faith? Where's my faith that love is not working through my child, me, whomever? So that's why I want to talk about, people who are heterosexual don't have to come out as heterosexual. So I'm going to tell you, I'm coming out, I'm demisapiosexual, heterosexual, because that means that I fall in love with people for who they are. That means that I fall in love with people for their minds. But, I'll tell you, it's an interesting thing to consider saying, I'm coming out. I have a lot of gay friends. They would have been like, Georgia, yay. But There used to be woman's spirit, and all my gay friends used to say, what was it they would say? Oh, just go to woman's spirit. I mean, it's different now, but they were like, and you'll be gay. And I'm like, I'm not gay. No, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's amazing. And, Reverend Jay. I love Jay. He's amazing. And he lets me be really free, which is, spirit expressing through me. But I will say, so for my 50th birthday, I had no idea what I was going to do, and I ended up at Harbin Hot Springs. You guys know where that is, right? And I'll tell you, at Harbin Hot Springs, clothes are optional, but you feel really weird wearing a bathing suit. So I was there for my 50th birthday. I decided to spend the night. They had little RVs, and I had no idea. I was just by myself. I didn't invite anybody. And somehow I started talking to this group of women that were friends, and they pulled me into their gang. They were amazing. They were above 50. And, we had this time together, and I'll tell you, they didn't mind that I was heterosexual. They were not. And that, that kind of shift in consciousness, that what we have is easy to take for granted when we're not on the fringe of what is regular. I don't want to say normal. That's a setting on a dryer. Okay, regular or, more conventional or whatever. So I challenge you, come out as heterosexual to your family. See what they say. Hey, it's a practice. I got to meet someone who was, I'm going to lose track of the time, but that's okay. I got to meet someone who was a transgender woman when Jay and I were at the convention and had, the Center for Spiritual Living convention that was in Palm Springs at the end of January, which thank you for letting me be one of your delegates. And she was an amazing woman. And when I first saw her, she was tall and gorgeous. And I thought, she is taking up all the air in this room. And I should have known because she was so beautiful. And she did a class and she talked about Trans 101. And one of the things that really changed my perception is that I've heard that word, or that term, assigned at birth before. And that usually now refers to transgender people. It used to be referred to people who were both genders. But it made me really realize somebody assigned my gender at birth. Somebody assigned all of our genders at birth based on our physicality. It was a lot easier for me to look at that and go, oh, what if we were assigned, I don't know, what's that thing when you have webbed toes? Webbed-toed at birth. And then you're that. I mean, there are some things that we don't feel internally that can seem, external things about ourselves. And that's one of my favorite things I learned from Al-Anon. Don't compare your inside life to others' outside lives. Very important thing to remember with social media nowadays, because everybody looks so great. They're having such a great time. And then you see them and you're like, how are you doing? Oh, there's this and this and this and this and this. Because it's a show, But get closer. Know them really. Love that person deeply. Let them love you. Because we are all very lovable. You two out there. We're all very lovable. If the divine didn't love us, we wouldn't be here. If somebody who cared for us didn't love us, we wouldn't be here. Now, it might not have been the way we wanted to be loved, but they loved us the best that they could, and their parents and their parents and their parents. So there's a lot of love right here in us. We're the culmination of it. So I think that I'm going to move on to the song in a minute because it's a good one. It's the one that I was going to sing. And Phil, just so you know, we're going to cut at last, I think. But Here's another challenge. I only say challenge because you can take it or leave it. If it calls to you, take it, even if it's uncomfortable. Sorry, that's advice. So that last challenge is to find those words like God and love, those ones that might be challenging for you, that somebody defined them and you watched and you went, oof, that's not what I want. That you define them. You take charge. You take the power over words for you, because words are powerful. It's really one of the main things we talk about here, that our word is powerful. And to pay attention to them and to give that intention of what you want to have. Figure out what love means to you. Figure out what God means to you, because you know what? It means a lot to a lot of different people. And that's I literally had to do that. God didn't have a meaning for me. Because it's that idea of what we don't know is playing in the background of our mind is informing us. It's changing who we are. So pay attention to what's playing back there, even if it's uncomfortable, especially around those words. Sorry, there was something that was trying to be said through me, and I can't remember what it was. Yeah, thank you. Somebody said, we all know that feeling. Oh, you guys do love me. I love y'all too. And I appreciate you being here today and listening to the words that I have to say. But I invite you to the idea of losing yourself to the love that you want to be, the love that you want to have, the love that can be this life. And it starts right here, because this is actually what informs this. When we slow down, when we have intention, when we pay attention. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. The way I reformed the word love, to actively know the gift that someone or something is in my life without anything added or taken away. That is a hard job, I'll tell you. But I'm changing it. I'm changing it more like the marriage vows, to love, honor, and respect the people and the things in my life. Because I can be wedded to anything. Thank you, Jay. Jay said that's true, in case you didn't hear. I like call-outs. I forgot to say that. Call out if you feel it. So, because I'm not a Pentecost, but man, somewhere in me, my dad was raised Southern Baptist, and he didn't like it, but I don't know where it came from in me. So, I invite you, lose yourself to that love that is divine, that love that you define, that love that is unlimited, that love which is your self-love made manifest in the world. And now I know. Ooh, can you hear the reverb? That means that it's time for a song. And I invite you to stand, because this is a really great song. And if you know it, sing it. And if you don't know me, sing it wrong. Sing it out, sing above me, sing the different words. Just sing. Go for it, Phil. Do you know this one? That's right. Think about it. There must be higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, yes, please clap. Life is wasted time. Look inside your heart, I'll look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is there? We walk blind. And we try to see, falling behind what could be. Ready? Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Where's that higher love I keep thinking of? Worlds are turning and we're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there alone. A yearning, and it's real to me. There must be something out there feeling for me. Things look, oh, sorry. A little dance here. Shake it if you got it. That's right, y'all. It's so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk blind and we try to see, falling behind to what could be. I hear you, Johanna. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. What's that higher love I keep thinking of? Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. I could rise above on a higher love. I will wait for it. Oh, I missed it. I'm not too late for it. Until then, I'll sing my song. Keep clapping to cheer the night along. Now's the real dance break. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself. You feel it? Should I just... Oh, maybe? You guys are so good. Sometimes the sunshine with my own. You got it. I could make the sunshine from pure desire. Let me feel that love come over me. Let me feel how strong it could be. I'm overjoyed to listen to you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Oh, I hear you sound beautiful. Where's the higher love I keep thinking of? Woo. Bring me a higher love. Mike, you're not dancing. Bring me a higher love. Oh, I love Mike. He loves me. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Some people are woken up this morning. Woo! Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Whoa. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. And to you guys. voice. I'm sorry I got distracted because everybody sounded and looked so great.
They do look great, don't
I
they?
know.
Well, this time in our service, we invite you to, you can sit down now for a minute. We invite you to participate in the law of circulation. So we know that which you give to our vision and mission, supporting that also is a way of participating in this community and supporting all that we're doing. And it comes back to you in so many ways. So we have a number of ways for you to give. Today, you can give in person in the basket in the back or the basket in front. You can do it as a walk of your intention. We also have online donations, texting donations, and you can mail in checks as well. And if you've already done things online or in the mail, we have a little plastic card you can use, because I think there's something powerful in the way you walk and you give to the basket. It's a statement of intention and prayer in your giving. So we so appreciate you doing that. So we're going to bless that which you're giving by simply either representation of the love and blessing you give in the center today, or your actual financial contribution today. Place it over your hand and repeat with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I am, and all that I circulate, and so it is. So feel free to join in the participation in the circulation today and to listen to this wonderful song of gratitude.
Well, it's not the song of gratitude, but it's a great song. At last,
Okay.
Phil. You can sing this one along too. Because money is a form of love. Who's singing this one with me? At last, my love has come along. Thank you for singing with me. My lonely days are over, and my life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I had never known. At last, oh yeah, you smiled, oh, and then the cast was spelled. Woo, missed that one. I shouldn't say, I shouldn't tell. And here we are in heaven, for you are mine. At last, ooh, how sweet it is.
Awesome. If this happens to be your first time online or in person, if you're willing to just put it in the chat box online or you're willing to raise your hand here, we have a welcoming card for you as well as a gift for you. Is anybody here for the first time?
Me, it's me. I'm here. I'm here the first time.
I have noticed several of you, it's the first time you've been here in a while, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months, and it's so good to have you with us today. So thank you for being a part of our service today. And we have a blessing for you and for everybody here. Oops, it was already there. Somebody's changing the slides on me. So we raise our hands and we say, we bless you today, knowing that the peace and happiness you seek is also seeking you. We honor your inner radiance as you let your light shine in the world. We are grateful for your presence in our community. And so it is.
Our closing song.
Wait.
Oh, never mind.
You just do one more thing before we get to that. And then you're invited to come out to the courtyard. I'm going to be out there with the Zoom computer. You won't be able to see people out there. We have the Spanish-speaking service right after this, so we can't be in the sanctuary. We will do this normally first and third, so you will be able to see people on the screen. But today, let's just come out and I have some questions, and then we can kind of break up in groups, and it's such nice weather out there, so go ahead and join me. Starting in about 20 minutes, we'll be out there, so that'd be great. And community affirmation, let's not forget that. So repeat after me. Wonderful things are happening through me right now.
Wonderful things are happening through me right now.
I am led by Spirit.
I am led by Spirit.
I'm guided by wisdom.
I am guided by wisdom.
I am protected by love.
I am protected by love.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am here to be a blessing.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is. And I invite you to stand for our closing song, which is the loving kindness chant that we've been doing. And we're going to do may I, may you, may we, and then I am filled with loving kindness. You know that one? You guys want to stand up, though, and move around a little? I know, I had you shaking it just a minute ago. You're all tired out. Okay, you're not going to see anything there. Oh, you are going to see something there. That's right, but we're all just going to do it a cappella, singing a love song to God, right? Or to love. But we're going to start with I. I know it says you. So ignore that one for a minute. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease, and may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease, and may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. Thank you for being here today.
So moving forward, we all go in loving kindness and peace. May you be well. Have a great Sunday.